Coming up on this episode, we're back at Washington, D.C. to visit a lot of different things. This is actually episode 3 out of 6 episodes coming up for you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's adventure.
Okay, day 3. I think today's day 3. We're gonna do a lot of fun stuff today. We're gonna go to Botanical Gardens. We're gonna go to the Nation's History Museum. I don't know all these names so bad. So we're going there, and then we're going to look at the eclipse, and then, gosh, I don't even remember. And we're off.
9:15, we're already 15 minutes behind schedule.
Perfect.
To be fair,
I'm
really good about staying on schedule.
Discussed this last night.
Joke's on you. I brought waterproof pants.
It's not a joke. I'm not trying to catch you by, oh, ha ha, it's raining.
Yeah, I know you brought the rain upon us, this misfortune.
You guys go to bed and I'm out here.
Okay, if you can make one prediction, Drew, today, of something that's gonna happen, what will be that one prediction?
We're gonna get lost in something. I don't know how, but we're gonna get lost.
Somewhere.
Not if you listen to me.
Yeah, David's been leading us astray this whole time.
Yeah.
Wrong pathways.
I'm jumping in front of the next car.
Kind of love getting off of like the escalator because it's like the grand reveal, you know? Oh, wow. Oh, what's this building?
That's the National Archives where the Declaration of Independence, Constitution, all that. We're doing that one day. I already got us. Oh, look, wait, guys, stop right here.
Oh my gosh.
30 seconds, David.
What's this place? Dang. Thank you. What's interesting about this sculpture, these two sculptures right here, they have little audio things you can actually look at, because often you look at art and you just don't know what you're looking at, so you're like, okay, that's a sculpture, whatever. But just looking at the audio of that, like, description of it was like so cool, like so breathtaking. It was, I don't know, very introspective. Huh? No, really? Yeah, it's pretty incredible to see Monets in real life. Rainy table, green rainy pudding. This is a mosaic of wood. This dude. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that. There's something cool about being able to experience stuff that people have talked about, like just a Van Gogh. Like, that's pretty insane.
It's not going to a church. It's theme of adoration.
This is interesting to me because in modern day art, right, we make it look like our current day. This was in the 1400s, but notice how they're all dressed as if it's the 1400s when they're killing Christ.
Everything's normal. Yeah, and then over there. I really like expensive works of art like this, ones that have the detail. You know, that you can really kind of just look in the background and almost see hidden things. Unfortunately, I can't hear the audio on this, but the guy was telling us that there was a woman that looked almost exactly like a painting a couple of years back, and he was just blown away by it. This was a painting that stood out to me because it was such a huge painting, but it was cool because all the details that were in it that you could almost just look around and feel like you were actually there inside the painting. right? Great photo. And then you look down and it's almost like this poor kid, like she just farted. She was like, you know I didn't do anything. She's like,
The art museum we went to was pretty great. A lot of cool things. National Art Gallery thing. Definitely come see it. It's larger than you think it is. Like, it took probably about, we took 2 hours, 3 hours? 3 hours just to walk around everything. Yeah, around 3 hours. And it was pretty good though. A lot of cool art pieces, funny moments, as you probably saw. But I don't have a favorite piece of art that I saw. But typically anything with like buildings and stuff, I don't know, it's pretty cool. But yeah, from here we're gonna go to American history, and we're gonna do some fun stuff there. So it should be pretty good. What are your thoughts on the museum?
It was pretty good.
Pretty decent.
Yeah.
Have you been to better?
All of it.
Oh.
You guys finished so good.
Sorry.
I can't complain. I really like the German section.
Yeah. The one with the like crazy art.
Yeah, it's, you know, it gets so realistic.
Yeah.
Their stuff was so much more like emotional and like exaggerated. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess that's the one I look for. Because usually when I go to museums, I'm looking for like the emotional pool of the art. That's why I don't like the portraits too much.
Yeah.
I understand that they're like great works of like professionalism and like, it's really hard to do. Like something about like almost not realistic art.
Yeah.
That's like more appealing to me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think it's also just because we're in the digital age, right?
Man, it's so hard.
Like, you know, it becomes so realistic before I'm like, I could just take a photo. You know?
It's like, oh yeah, for sure.
It's symbolic art.
Yeah.
This is the pavilion?
Oh, it's Pavilion?
Yeah, it's like a sculpture. It's like a modern art sculpture area.
Oh, okay. On today's adventures, we go to this one random pavilion. I completely forgot the thing on. Oh, that's that trippy house.
Everywhere.
How the heck does he know a person?
Everywhere.
This isn't freaking... How does this happen?
Everywhere we go.
Who the heck was that? You have a problem. Look at him. So much glee. Look at his little self.
He's like, I know people everywhere.
Good creep.
What's Seneca doing?
Oh yeah, that Baywatch action. Woo!
I was taking a video of that house.
It was trippy. We looked at the footage and I was like, oh, what is going on? Oh, look at all these plants. So this museum was one of my most anticipated museums because of some of the stuff I remember when I was a younger kid. The reality is some of the things that I remember were not as what they are, and it was kind of sad. But nonetheless, it's a really great museum, something that you should definitely check out. I'm only going to give you a couple of highlights from here because I realized there's so much footage in this one museum that it took us so many hours that honestly, it's like, you know what? No one really has time for that. But just take my word for it. It's a great museum. You can spend hours while you're going through there. But here are some of the things that we saw. From Blackbeard.
They still got the original gunpowder. Oh, yeah, bro, that's sick. Dude, I love these replicas.
Yeah,
Like, they're so gorgeous.
Ringo, Easley, Seneca, Toccoa,
Seneca!
Crank it to get it started with the pedals. And then, like, similar to today's electric bikes and stuff.
Julia Charles. Oh, is this actually her kitchen?
That's Julia.
I was like, why is there an Emmy in the food section? So confused.
Had a TV show for cooking. That's her right there.
Yeah.
She was 6'3".
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, a little bit of salt. Like,
Yeah,
that's how that she was always. Seneca, you would. Okay. Oh. You went bankrupt?
We're not profitable one year. But my first 2 years we were profitable, so I'm just throwing that out there.
This is famous photographer. Oh, this is just you.
Yes.
All of this.
The whiskey and the guns.
Alcatraz.
Where are we showing?
Mr. Peanut. Come play with me. Oh my gosh.
Grab the doors.
Just take this one.
Yeah, like you're.
So this is how you set the combination. You can set different combinations for the 3 numbers right here. I just tried that as well.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. It looks like you can touch it, but then I was like, oh, thank you for it.
Oh wow, $500.
Oh, I have that in my. I have both of those at home.
Oh, is that like money? I think that's like old. Somebody would. This got a big rock. I think they just counted as money. Yep, still money. Yeah.
Here, my big broke.
That's pretty sick. It's funny, I do remember coming in here when I was like a younger kid. This is like one of the last areas that I remember actually coming into.
This feels wrong. Like every picture I've seen of him is.
Hey, everybody has their own little, it's Socrates' version of. Do you think he's that actually ripped?
What are you, girl?
Go.
It was weird that he's shirtless out like that. Oh, the wig.
The wig. Wait. Okay. Please tell me this is actually the wig. This must-use bow belonged to Delaware farmer. Smart one. What? Oh, 1765 home. Oh.
Proximity fuse. That's like a mortar. A proximity fuse is a mortar. We're not going to get full coverage today.
I
Heads up. I'm just throwing that out. Why me? The sun.
You're so great.
Give me the
Wait,
glasses.
hold on.
If you're not looking, give me the
sorry.
glasses.
Okay.
Dude, that's insane. Nice, thank you.
I just went.
Don't. Let me just dig in here for you.
What?
Did you open it?
What are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
What are you doing?
I got this.
Peak in 20 minutes. What do we want to do? We were supposed to be at the Botanic by now. Which would give us 2 hours to the Botanic. How much more do you guys have in there?
How did you guys get through the entire second
There was not a
floor?
lot of interesting.
Oh wow. You can see a lot of people actually looking at the eclipse. I can't really show you guys on this. I guess you can see a little bit of it through there.
3D, watch out.
I got the shot though. There's so many people just outside.
Half an hour walk.
Oh, this is nothing compared to your one that you're
Nothing on my backyard.
Oh. Whoa. Okay. This also smells like Bermuda right now.
So this is probably one of my favorite areas. Okay, yes, I like plants. I know that's a big thing. But it's just really cool because they have different like biomes that are around the area. I think this is the Jurassic biome right here. They also have like the desert biome, and they just have all these different types of plants that you can see and walk around. It has a really cool atmosphere. This is definitely a place that every time I come to Washington, D.C., I'm gonna try to stop by. In a vlog I put out earlier, you can actually see the corpse bride flower, which smells like death. It's really crazy, but it only blooms like one time every year or something like that. Here's the section that they pretty much just show what you can grow in a home garden. Peppers, different types of vegetables and whatnot. In this area, you can see plants that are used in common medical or have common medical purposes that they're derived from. This room is pretty much the orchid room. So it has tons of different type of orchids that you can find in different places. This area honestly reminds me of Meryl, one of my amazing mentors in my life. And so it always makes me feel a little bit like I'm at home. And this biome is the Mediterranean area. So you can find a lot of plants that are found in obviously the Mediterranean.
Which is really cool. We're gonna actually try to go up to the top area and see the angles from there. It's definitely hotter up here. The crazy part about this is that like it smells like Bermuda. Because I know there's a lot more tropical plants and everything else, but it just is a flood of memories. This is pretty cool.
Brandon, down for some actual Italian, not just pizzas? That was Detroit. That wasn't Italian.
For the one time, get the burger and fries for $100.
We can go sit at the. We can get some salads. Salad doesn't sound horrible. You guys want to be healthy? You need
Are we
some
going to the
salads?
sports bar or what?
Sports bar sounds good.
Court?
That's the capital.
You want to go to that, David?
We'll get it when we do the capital tour.
He's like, this is not a day's work.
Oh, the fencing? Yeah, let's go out there. Let's go outside. Yeah. Unfortunately. I disappoint myself. So yeah, they're the shark bites. They're maki fish. Let's try some. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Right. You just want me to rub my feet on the ground. Well, Brian. Dear God, please bless the food. Thanks for the time we get together. Your name? Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, it was on the way in my mouth. You know, I can't just stop.
Snide it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's clearly not working out very well.
Okay, guys. Right now, we don't have any plans before noon, other than you two, and after 5 for tomorrow. I'm just throwing that out.
You go through it.
No, we're going to the casino tomorrow night.
That's right. That was mentioned at some point.
It's on the list, isn't it?
Technically, it may have been taken off because we're going to the night tour tonight. I was hoping no one would remember that we had planned for the casino.
Forget about the casino.
I did not forget. I very intentionally did not forget. Slide me all your plans. We'll clear the
That's
table.
financing of this trip.
Put those.
I am fully banking on being able to afford this trip through the casino.
Send me that plate.
I'm so concerned about what goes on in the head.
All he talks about is casinos. So I can go 10, 9, 8.
Nope, has to be
This has to be
10.
space.
Sitting at any 5s? Yeah, you do. I can
Dude,
see
you're
your cards.
looking at my cards.
You're showing me your cards. I'm gonna look if you show. It's like. No, that's a P. P-Y-T underscore.
Find me one too.
Oh my god.
Oh
My shins, dude. My shins.
I can replay that if you want to. That was scary.
I can replay that. Is hilarious.
That was so scary.
Okay, we're about to go on the night tour. It's gonna be pretty fun. We're gonna take some cool pictures and videos and just show you around DC at night.
Do we just get on?
Oh, jeez.
You are.
I already.
We're definitely not.
To this intersection, we are in the most dangerous block in America. I only say that because on the left-hand side is the IRS.
Yes, sir.
And what it takes to take what we have. But one of my favorite buildings that is not the IRS is right here on the left. You'll notice that it says Waldorf Astoria. Just trust me, there is a clock tower up there, and you can go up top that clock tower for free.
I'm gonna stand right here.
Dude, look at the ducks.
I can see the ducks.
Jackson ruined that for the rest of us because Antonio. These 5 men engraved here on the side. It's called the Committee of 5. These are the 5 men hired by Congress to draft our Declaration of Independence. Thomas Jefferson did the majority of the work, so that's why he's there in the center. But all the way to the left is Benjamin Franklin. Between Franklin and Jefferson, John Adams. Over on the right-hand side, you have, and it's like any group project, right? One guy does the majority of the work, the other guy's just along for the ride. But they all get A+, right?
Oh, bro, free water.
It's weird to think that you can barely see how big this place is. Like, maybe I'll put in the size and what the what the feet level is, but this thing is massive, like so big. It's a really cool tour, going around the city at night and seeing all these different things. Definitely recommend it. It was a little pricey, but it hits a lot of cool things, and somebody told me, like, hey, if you get a chance to do it, you should definitely check it out. And so that's what I did. I figured, let's just go for it. So pretty awesome.
Everything about it. And one of the most jarring things is 3 days after this photograph was taken, 3 of these men, including Harlan Block, the colonel or the corporal in the front, was killed 3 days after the photo was taken. Now the guy in the back, who's the only one not touching the flagpole, he's reaching up for it, he was a Native American from Arizona named Ira Hayes, and he actually survives the Battle of Iwo Jima. He was 21 years old. The guy in the back, 21 years old at that time. He survives the war, he comes back home, and unfortunately, like a lot of men coming home from war, he had PTSD. Back then, we didn't call it that. We called it shell shock, right? So he kind of, in a way, drinks himself to death. He's buried only about 4,000 feet from where we're standing in Arlington National Cemetery. Johnny Cash wrote a song about him, Ira Hayes, and there's a really good movie made in the 60s about him as well, too. But it just kind of puts that in perspective, right? 3 of these men pictured here did not survive the battle. In fact, they were killed 3 days after the photo was taken. Over 8,000 American women served as nurses in Vietnam. During the entirety of the Vietnam War, 8 women would have died fighting in the Vietnam War as nurses, saving lives. So those 8 women who died in the Vietnam War are listed on the wall as casualties of the war. Now the wall is dedicated in 1982. The statue we're going to see on the other side is 1984. This is not until 1993 where the women are finally honored with a statue down here. Now we're seeing the statue dedicated to the soldiers. So from right to left, you have one black, one white, one Latino soldier representing your average American. And all three of them are staring down the middle of the Vietnam Wall, as if these three soldiers are honoring all of their brothers whose lives were lost fighting in the war. But this statue represents those veterans who came home from war, but later died as a result of the war. And if it was after 1975 they died, their names aren't listed on the wall. It's only between 1959 and 1975. So this statue represents them, those who came home but later died as a result of the war. Parthenon, a little bit smaller in size compared to the real Parthenon, but huge nonetheless.
How was it up there?
It was really cool. Learned a lot.
He was talking some good. He showed us the one spelling error.
There's a spelling error?
Yeah, they put an E instead of an F for future. Dude.
Oh, that's great.
That man cooks. He's got some info.
Now, along the bottom wall as we're walking in, you're going to see all these countries listed with the United Nations logo next to it. Those are the 21 other countries, part of the UN, that also fought in the Korean War. However, the big part of this memorial that I'm sure everyone will remember are the statues. There are 19 statues of soldiers, and no matter where we are walking throughout this memorial, one of those 19 is going to be looking in your direction. Wow. As you walk around, just kind of keep a look. Very haunting expression you have right here. Now there's 19 statues of servicemen, and a good way to determine who is who, right? Because 15 of them are U.S. Army. 2 are Marines, 1 Navy, 1 Airman. Any of these statues whose helmet straps are unbuckled, such as this guy, U.S. Army. The 2 guys who are coming up in the center, their straps are buckled, and they're holding heavy machine guns. Those are the U.S. Marines. And as we walk to the tipping point, and then down the other side, you're going to see one guy immediately over to our left, or your right-hand side, my left, right over there. He's the only one not wearing a helmet. That's the 1 Airman. And then right behind him is the Navy Corpsman. He's not holding a weapon. He actually has a med kit in his left hand. So 15 Army, 2 Marines, 1 Navy, 1 Air Force. For every statue, you get a reflection off of this strip of granite. Now let me explain this design. There's 19 statues, but there was supposed to be 38 to commemorate the 38th parallel that divides North and South Korea, and also the 38 months in which the U.S. was engaged in combat between 1950 and 1953. Now it's a little hard to see at night, but it's supposed to be that if you're standing right here in the daytime, you're looking along the 19 statues, and you could look off on this black granite wall and see all 19 reflected, giving you a total of 38 for the 38 months for the 38th parallel. Now, as you can see, it's a little hard to see at night, but that's kind of the intent as you stand here during the day, all 19 reflected off this wall. Now, this wall right here features images on it. You can actually feel it sandblasted onto the wall. Each one of these images, there's over 2,000 on this wall. These are the faces of real life men and women who served as support during the Korean War. So it's like the faces of support are always going to be overlooking the statues of the men actually facing combat. And these 19 of these statues were done by one man. His name was Frank Gaylord, and he was a veteran of the Second World War. So he bases front of the Capitol building, and this is the side that the presidential inauguration takes place every 4 years. In fact, you're looking at the Capitol straight ahead, and you can kind of see how, like, over on the bottom, there's a few different tiers of balconies, right? If you look for where the stairs are on both sides, right underneath the dome, the lowest level balcony actually curves in. That's the building that's the balcony that the president stands on Inauguration Day. Ronald Reagan in 1981 became the first president sworn in on the West Front, because prior to that, every president since James Monroe has been sworn in on the East Front. So ever since 1981, we've held that ceremony right here. Now, as you're looking at the building itself, from this perspective, you have the Senate all the way on the left, House of Representatives all the way on the right. And you can see how on both sides they have these two large flag poles, indicating if you saw a U.S. flag flying on either side, that was cool. If you saw a U.S. flag on either side, we would know that either the Senate or the House is in session if the flags are flying. Usually those flags are never flying. Right underneath the Capitol dome, you will see that U.S. flag. Underneath that is the black.
Memories.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Oh, we finally did it. We got to all of them.
Disappointment.
You're welcome.
Thanks for watching all the way through, and here are some other videos that you can check out while you're here, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next adventure.